1997 on a P Rover Mini, 1.3 MPI. So that's an injection car. It's the 1.3 injection. This is a Cooper Sport Pack car. So the arches, the wheels, and the 4 lights there on the front as part of the Sport Pack kit. I'll get my words out in a minute today. In red with the white stripes and the white roof. Bodywork wise, we'll start off the bonnet, work our way around this little Mini onto the interior, and then we'll go for an engine startup. Nice and straight up the bonnet, all nice and clean and tidy on there. Got a little bit of lacquer peel stone chip here, which is fairly common on a red car. So there's a little bit of a dent in the back of the bonnet there. Might just be my eyes, but I think there's something going on. Windscreen's all nice and tidy underneath there, left and right hand sides. Across the top there, tiny little bubbling in the left hand corner, right hand side seems to be all okay. As we come down the bonnet onto the front there, no major stone chips, odd little mark here and there. Headlights are nice and clear. Go around the seams there. See a little bit of a paint flake underneath that there. Down up the lower half, all nice and tidy across the bumper and across your 4 spots in the grille there. All the way across onto the right hand side. Again, looks to be okay. There's a little bit of paint flake, but that's it more than anything. A few imperfections in the paint there just behind that right hand side headlamp. And a little bit of pitting to the backs of those 4 spotlights there. If we come up the driver's side front wing, we have got some areas. It had stickers on it at one point in this car because we had them taken off. You can see there's a few little bits and pieces underneath the paint there. And obviously there's a few marks here and there where the stickers have come off. I'm not really sure what's going on there. Sort of I presume there's some bare paint underneath there. Round the plastic arches, nice and tidy. A little bit of pink in places. It could do with a good machine polish in places. There's a little bit of pink here and there. Up the section there, that A panel nice and tidy. Again, a few little stone chips out the door there, which you can see on the door and the A pillar. And a little bit of cracking of the paint in the seam there. Up onto the roof, all nice and tidy across the white roof. No real complaints about the odd little imperfection in the paint here and there, but overall nice and presentable across the roof. Wing mirror caps all good. Across the driver's door, nice and tidy around the handle. Little stone chip there. Back edge of the door is good. A few little marks on the lower half. No corrosion across the door. They're all nice and straight. A few little stone chips here and there to sort of really complain about. Across the rear quarter there on the right hand side, again nice and tidy across the rear quarter. Onto that rear arch where we've got a few stone chips towards the front, and it is a little bit pink in places on the arch. Nice Cooper Sport Pack alloys all the way around. As we come round onto the rear, again nice and tidy, a little bit of pink here, a little bit of corrosion starting underneath that rear window, which you can see there. So it's on the corner, it's a bit in the middle and a bit on the other corner there. Around across the top half, nice and tidy. Rear lights are all nice and clear on both sides. The boot lid itself, again, nice and straight across the boot lid. No corrosion around the hinges. We have got a little bit of pinkness to the top there. Just a little bit of fade off the sun. Rear bumper's all nice and shiny as well. As we come round onto the left-hand side rear quarter, again, nice and tidy across the arch. No crazings or cracks in the arches anywhere, but a little bit of fade on the top. The rest of that rear quarter, all nice and shiny. I'll just close the door properly there. Nice and shiny across the rest of that rear quarter. No major marks there at all. A little bit of bubbling in the bottom corner along that seam line there where it meets the sill section. Nice and tidy on the bottom of the doors. As you work your way up to the passenger front door, there's a few little blebs here and there on the door there. That's the passenger front door. And again, down the front edge, a couple of chips out of the door edge there itself. A little bit of a bubble in the corner there and one just on that little A panel. Underneath the paint, though, it hasn't come through. Plastic arch is nice and tidy. Could do with a few new seals here and there, but not bad at all, really. Very, very sensibly priced, this one. It is an MPI, remember. A few little stone chips on the passenger front wing and a few little blebs underneath the paint on the passenger front wing, which you can see in the right light there. The camera's picking them up, and you can see there's sort of a little bit of fade there to the front. It's an injection car for carburettor money, that's for sure. Onto the rear now, into the interior now, sorry. Door card itself, nice and tidy. You'll see we've got those brushed aluminium handles all the way through. The seat itself, nice and tidy on the seat, so sort of the right amount of wear for the year and the mileage. No rips or tears. It's lovely and soft as well. Piping's all okay. Tiny little nick out the piping if you're being very, very harsh. Carpet set, nice and red. Could do with a good sort of deep clean really on the carpet set. Dashboard's uncracked. No delamination to the dash, all nice and dark. All the dials are nice and clear and easy to read there as well. Aftermarket head unit fitted, but apart from that, all nice and standard. Wheels showing not too much wear, really. Right amount of wear for the year. The mileage a little bit light in the centre. Headlining could do with a clean, but it does come with a new headline in this one. We've got it in the pack there. Rear seats from the right hand side, nice and clean and tidy in there. No real complaints. You'll see we've got some big speakers mounted on the parcel shelf. Into the boot now, where we've got the red carpet throughout with the spare wheel cover. A little bit of wire there hanging on. I think that must be off the speakers. There is the headlining there. As I come round onto the passenger door, and then we'll go for an engine startup. Passenger door itself, nice and clean and tidy there on the passenger door. Nice and tidy there. No rips or tears out of that. The seats themselves, nice and tidy on the left hand side. No rips or tears in the seats are lifted forward. They're both reclining as they should. There you go, perfectly. Nice and clean and tidy on there. Onto the engine bay now. Like I say, it's the 1.3 litre injection car. Got a little cane and air filter on the top there. Do a little bit of a clean in there. Show you as much as I can see on the camera. A little bit of a dent out of the rear lip there on the scuttle. I'll get James to fire it into life for us. Firing straight into life there without hesitation. And there you have it. 1997 on a P Rover Mini 1.3 injection with the Cooper Sport Pack kit on it there, in red with a white roof.